Let's do it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my LinkedIn Lives. I'm Jasmine Navarro, certified wellbeing expert, working with educational institutions and companies, helping them support their family wellbeing challenges. And as you know, every week I interview different experts who make a difference. And today I'm super excited to be interviewing Rita. Hi, Rita. And I just want to say, yeah, thank you so much for coming. We're a bit late today because we had some technical issues, first time ever, but we've made it and we're here. Thank you so much, Rita. Please tell everyone about yourself and what you do.
Hi, I just can't believe this happened. And me working in media with such difficult equipment. Oh, oh, gotcha. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much, Jasmine. For me, such a pleasure. Let's begin because we're so late.
Tell us about yourself and what you do, and don't worry.
Well, about myself, I've worked in media for pretty much my entire life. I'm going to say 37 plus years.
Wow.
I marketing sales development department for different networks in the United States. General market, Hispanic market, as well as movie studios. They were all under the same entity. I was there for 25 years of my life, and then
Wow.
I was taken to Dubai. From Dubai to Fuji Network, from there on to another network in South Korea, then Latin America. So I pretty much have serviced more than 20 different networks internationally. And what I do is marketing intelligence. Very few people, Jasmine, do what I do. The marketing intelligence is based on blueprints for media, and it's creating a brand story inside this content. Very similar what movie studios do for their brand positioning, very to the its, as well as acquisitions. Now, I've had a very blessed life and career, but it has not been very easy. I am on the spectrum with also diagnosed with this carcilia, and it was very difficult for me working in this environment. But the way my mind operates, it's very different. I see patterns. I see patterns. I can walk into a corporation and immediately I can tell where everything is going wrong. And don't ask me how that works because it's just the minute I walk into a corporation and I go department by department, based on a media acquisition. Of course, that's what I'm talking about. I can, and it's not about terminating people, it's about accommodating people because we all don't operate in the same arena as others may do. So I still do that. I still do that 24/7 international. And of course, ASPIKA has taken over my life in the past 7 years. ASPIKA has become, I would say, the largest platform right now globally, directed to the neurodivergent young adult. A lot of people don't know this, but neurodiversity, for the first time in history, in the 100 fortunes, it became a demographical group for the first time in history. What does that mean? You know, a lot of people say, well, Rita, now we have more titles and this and that. No, that kind of a title is a good thing. It's a positive thing. And I'll tell you why it's a positive thing. Now, brands are going to say, what is, because a lot of people, we got to keep this in mind. A lot of people don't know what the word neurodiversidad in Spanish means. Believe it or not, we're still a lot of
Yes. Oh, definitely, definitely.
yeah. And so now brands are going to be taking a look at what is this new demographical group? How can we invest in this demographical group as well
Yeah.
as organization?
No, brilliant. Before we get on to that, because that's leading us on to the title, isn't it? Because
That not the title.
Yeah.
It has become the flagship of ASPIKA, which is the ASPIKA.
Oh, okay. No, amazing, Rita. I'm so excited to delve into this topic, and I absolutely love your energy. I think you're so inspiring. The work you do is absolutely incredible. The community you've built, the empowerment movement, and everything. So I'm really excited to have you here. Oh, your camera's turned off. Your camera's turned off. Are you still there? Oh no, we had some problems, didn't we? And it's come back. It's come back. But hopefully, you're still there. Right. I think you're coming back. So the title that you've chose today is ASPIKA's Path Forward, Empowering a World of Voices. Are you still there, Rita? What's happened? Oh no, we've been having problems and now it's come back. Are you still there? The camera. Don't worry. Are you still there? You can hear me? I don't know if you can hear me.
I'm back.
Oh, there you go. Okay, you're back. Okay, good.
My goodness. Oh, wow.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll keep going. So, oh God, you chose this title, ASPIKA's Path Forward, Empowering a World of Voices. I love the title. Tell us about this. Tell us.
Yeah, well, when I first launched ASPIKA, of course, Gabriel, my son, is on the spectrum as well. And Gabriel is one of the 18 today neurodivergent young adults that work full time for ASPIKA. And then we have 22 international young adults as well. So when I first launched ASPIKA, I started with, okay, what do I do? You know, I need to find universities for Gabriel. Angelina, my daughter, that's neurotypical, was already receiving all of these invitations from everywhere you can possibly imagine. She was in the 10th grade. Gabriel was in the 12th grade, graduating already. So I started researching universities, contacting universities. Of course, we all in the family work in media. So I had a lot of connections through different people, and it just didn't work, Jasmine. Then I started adding, I started a page adding universities, but a lot of people do have that information, and I said, I told my husband, this is not the way to go. I'm still going to be adding universities, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to utilize the power that I have with my studios in Miami, Florida, and the larger studios in Houston, Texas, to produce for the community. Okay, so that's what I did. I started producing the ASPIKA Talks. Now, a lot of people would say, oh, but the ASPIKA Talks are very similar to the TED Talks. No, my respect for the TED Talk. It's a great mission. I love it. Have lots of friends there, of course. I work in media, so I have a lot of friends there. But the ASPIKA Talks, you've gone through the experience. Whenever we have an ASPIKA Talk, we accommodate. What do I mean by that? We have 30 people during the production, 30 people, 30 speakers. Now we take 1 hour per person, and perhaps a little bit longer, because not everybody can go on a stage. Not everyone can go on a stage. So what happens to the ASPIKA Talks? The ASPIKA Talks become a mini documentary of yourself. We edit, we post-produce. It's not what you see on a stage. We post-produce, we integrate video, we integrate pictures, and we make it a beautiful story. We promote who you are. We promote your social media. All that is beautifully positioned in a lower third. But apart from all, once you become part of the ASPIKA family and a speaker, you have a profile evergreen in ASPIKA. We've had people that produced their ASPIKA Talks 5 years ago, And now they come back and they say, hey, now we have a book. Now we have a podcast. Can we promote that at ASPIKA? Yes, we will integrate that new information in your profile, which we have very high impressions in the ASPIKA talks. As a fact, we've had 2 cinematographers, autistic cinematographers, hired by studios through the ASPIKA talks. Okay. That's good. So we're connecting the touch points. We have a therapist from England attending to someone in Peru, and it's just magical. So that profile, going back to that profile in the Speaker Talks, continues to grow, 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 and we continue to promote your doings. Now, marketing is a huge word for a lot of people. For me, it is not. For me, marketing is that emotional connectivity. I need to know who Jasmine is as a therapist. If I'm finding a doctor, a therapist, a professor, whomever, I need to know about the background. I need to learn. So we go deep. I mean, you've done this. We go deep into who you were as a child, what's happening in your life right now, and then you get to promote your business. And that's what we want to do. We want to produce everyone that's doing something for the community, and all this is free of cost. Now, a lot of people say, who finances ASPIKA? Is Rita and her family. And I took a decision a long time ago on where, hey, what do you want to do? You want to leave, a future, prepare financially for both your kids, not only Gabriel, but Angelina as well. And I said, I want to leave a better world for my kids and others. So that was a very personal decision I took upon myself. And that's why I finance ASPIKA 100%. And all this is done for everyone that wants to be part of that community. And I will support them 100%.
Wow. Oh, it's so inspiring, Rita. Thank you so much for sharing that. And yeah, I think ASPIKA Talks is just incredible. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed the whole experience, and you supported me so much. And like you said, you went deep. It wasn't just a superficial talk. You actually go to your childhood and all things like that. But I've got some questions come through from Instagram. Are you ready for a question?
Let's go.
Let's go. What are some key strategies or practices you found most effective in helping individuals with autism feel heard and understood in the community?
Well, they get to release, I've had a lot of young adults. That's the largest demographical group we have at ASPIKA, 17 plus, 25 plus. And we've had a lot of autistic adults and young adults speak to me personally. As you know, I like to welcome everyone on a monthly basis. It doesn't matter if it's 50 or 100. And, not only do I communicate my story with them and how difficult it was, but I love to inspire them as well. One of the things that is mostly loved by a lot of autistic individuals at ASPIKA Talks is to release, everything they have inside, release their voices from whatever happened in their childhood to now adulthood. And I believe it has been a therapy, speaking to the team, speaking directly with who we are. We are neurodivergent, neurodistinct within ASPIKA. And it's unbelievable. That is our largest demographical group. We believe we're helping them. We're also connecting a lot of friends around the world. For example, we have one of the things that we're doing right now. We have joined forces with a lot of not movie studios, but movie showcases within different cities, in Miami, specifically with the Miami Short Film Festival. And a lot of autistic cinematographers or neurodistinct cinematographers are going to be joining ASPIKA in order to join and showcase their movies, which they have never done before
Wow.
because of whatever reasons, financially, or they don't know how to do it. So we are helping all of that group of autistic individuals and young adults connect with their doings, their communities. And we do have a lot of artists, beautiful talent that is neurodistinct at ASPIKA. So for us, that's a joy. And just like cinematographers with many other groups as well, makeup artists and all. So that's the way we are helping them. And of course, releasing their voices, their stories, their amazing work to the world.
Oh, wow. Oh, that just sounds so empowering in itself. So it's really about building those authentic connections, supportive communities,
Yeah.
and
It's
sharing. Yeah.
It's the community. It's all about the community. And I'll share my story very quick. My
Yes,
parents,
please do. Please do.
yeah,
Yeah.
my parents were called one day in the 6th grade that I did not function in that arena. So I was pulled out of school. And of course, I was so blessed. I was taken to another school. And this was a music school. They accepted me there. And it was very difficult because I was understanding everything that was going on at that time in my life. And that was okay. So I went all throughout my school years, again, I graduated from the university with a D in math. I am so happy. And so I feel so blessed about that. But it wasn't because I didn't understand math. It was just so difficult for me. So I graduated with a D. I started working in media at a very early age. And believe it or not, due to a mentor in my life in media, very well known mentor in media in the United States, I took and I accepted my first Emmy Award at the age of 19.
Wow. That's incredible, Rita.
And it was
Can
right
I?
after a meeting. It was right after a meeting. I just couldn't communicate in a room full of producers, special events, salespeople. And he pulled me out. And he basically said, I want you to come to this place with us next week on vacation. Do not resign. Oh, because I have resigned. I had told my parents, I need to resign. I did the wrong career. This is not good for me. It's very stressful. And I provided a content for an advertising agency. And that was it for my career. But it was because this person, his sister at that time was autistic. So he understood who Rita was at that time.
Wow. So he saw you basically.
He
Was he
saw
like the first person? He's the first person who saw you and understood.
totally, completely. He already knew who I was and he gave me that opportunity. And so that's exactly what I want to do for that community. I want to give them especially the young adult, give them the opportunity to fly, to flourish, to succeed in somehow. But if they don't see their work, their talent somewhere, we showcase all of these beautiful paintings when it's an artist. We showcase all of their doings at ASPIKA Talks, and we continue to grow their credentials at ASPIKA Talks. And it doesn't matter if it's a young adult, again, a doctor, whomever, we continue to provide. So that's very important for me because that's the way my life was maneuvered. That's what happened in my life. And thanks to this gentleman, I was able to flourish and succeed.
Wow. Oh, that's such an incredible story. So you want to give people the opportunity. You want to give people a chance, basically.
Exactly. But if we're hiding we can't. I mean, if we're hiding, behind closed doors, if we're hiding somewhere, people don't get to see our work. People don't get to see who we are as a
Yeah.
person. It's it's
Yeah.
it's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah. And especially, feeling alone, that just creates a whole nother barrier, doesn't it? So you're creating this community of connection, so people
Yeah.
don't feel like they have to do it on by themselves.
Yes, yes. And yesterday was so wonderful. Yesterday we had 10 different Zoom calls, and it was 10 different countries, and they were all young
Really?
all young adults doing the most magical things you can possibly imagine. They're all going to go in ASPIKA. At ASPIKA Talks, we have a 7-month waiting period. 7-month waiting period, airing 2 a week. 2 ASPIKA Talks a week. Promotional spots. There's call to actions that are also evergreen. So it's beautiful. It truly is.
Wow. No, yeah, I've got another question here actually about personal stories. Can you share a personal success story from the community where someone's voice or perspective had a significant impact on others?
Yes. Yes, we actually have. And once again, I'm going to go back to a student, a young adult, Walter, that um, I mean, it's just magical what happened in his life. One of the things that Aspika did this year as well was we produced 15 different websites to all of these students.
Wow.
That graduated this year. And one of the things, that he does say in his message is how thankful he was to share his story, and he's doing, and we're going to be airing that story very soon. But yes, that is the success. And right now he will be hired by someone, by a group in Atlanta. So, I mean, and he still wants to go to Los Angeles, but I tell them all, take whatever comes right now, take whatever comes. There's wonderful studios also in Atlanta, in Georgia, thanks to The Walking Dead being produced there. That's now a production hub. And, but those are the stories, he has been found, so that's a success story. For me, it's so important,
Wow.
everyone. My mission, to whomever asked that question, my mission, my vision is for ASPIKA to become the largest employer of neuro distinct in the world. Right now, again, we have 22 independent contractors all around the world. And I want to continue doing that. Whomever doesn't get hired by whatever group, I want to hire them. I want to, because we all have very specific talent. We have researchers, we have writers, we have producers, directors, legal. I just all talent. So those are the success stories that we're seeing at ASPIKA. People finding their niche, their jobs, being called for this. And and again, if they need to come back to ASPIKA, whenever they want to come back to ASPIKA, they can. And if feasible, I will hire them as well. I wish I can hire the millions of us around.
Yes. No, no, it's just incredible. It's incredible work that you're doing. So what would you say to somebody who maybe is neurodiverse and, they're feeling unheard, unseen? Maybe they have, of course, they have a talent, because we all have a talent, don't we? So what would you say, what would be the first step for them to do?
Okay, first of all, don't give up. Write to us at info@aspika.com. info@aspika.com. Anne Marie, Judy, anyone will respond. Judy, just so you know, she answers back to more than 200 people on a daily basis. We set
Wow.
up Zoom conferences. From there on, we move on to working with everyone. Just acquiring all of the information, setting up production dates, and getting their credentials up and running at ASPIKA. Do not give up on your dream. I was there before. I was there before. Just what am I doing here in a TV network? Such a hectic and such a cutthroat environment. To my respect to everyone in the industry and all of my friends, but it is the truth. Yeah, because I'm still in media. I've been in media for 40 plus years. But it is a very cutthroat environment, very fast paced. So don't give up on your dream. Write to us if you want to be part of ASPIKA, and we will always. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention: we have recruiters contact ASPIKA asking, "Hey, does ASPIKA has ASPIKA produced anyone that has this kind of experience?"
Wow.
We do a research and we say, yes, this person, this person, this person, and immediately they can go into the credentials at ASPIKA and look at whatever they're looking for. But it's not only, remember, their credentials and what they're doing or what they want to do, it's also their stories. They learn about this person from scratch, from their childhood. So they understand who this person truly is. So do not give up on your dream. Do not, I still go through a lot. I have my disabilities. I go through a lot sometimes. I work in media, I have to go to cocktails, I have to go to places. And it's very funny because I always say my husband can be very rude, Jasmine, because he knows he is also a president in one of the networks. So he says goodbye to everybody. I have to work the room. Yes, I have to work the room and I cannot break that habit. And yeah. And then I go back into the vehicle and I become a cocoon for more than an hour. He asks, why do you put yourself through that? And I cannot break that. I just cannot. That is who I am. And I have to go through that. And I have to go through that process and auto regulate after, and I'll be fine. But again, to that person, don't give up on your dream. Reach out to us. We will help you in every which way we can. Just like the corporations out there. This year, we supported very large summits. That's another division that ASPIKA has that's very powerful, the ASPIKA Summit division, which, this year with Karen Simmons, we did the World Autism Summit, but the largest one in Querétaro, Mexico, which I was truly, truly shocked. That was unbelievable. It's the largest innovational technological location in Latin America, and thousands of people showed up. We supported that summit as well, but it could be a 15 people summit. It doesn't matter. ASPIKA will help whomever we need to help. We just need to line up because right now we have such a huge agenda. So if you have a conference coming up in 2025, let us know. Let us know, and we will support you in every which way we can. We will produce promotional spots for you. We will produce whatever is necessary, graphics, for your events, whatever.
That's amazing. And so it's basically you support everyone. Can anyone come on ASPIKA Talks?
Yes. Anybody, because we have the ASPIKA Alliance. That's the new launch that we had, ASPIKA Alliance. Right now we have opened up the space to only 20 corporations because that's a lot of work. ASPIKA a for profit with a nonprofit. We are ASPIKA. We Are ASPIKA. That's a magical world. I invite everyone to go into the We Are ASPIKA Foundation. We are uploading so many programs in our TV studios in Houston, Texas. And we are going to be opening up for grants and all. That's like a complete division from ASPIKA. ASPIKA is like the media outlet. We Are ASPIKA is the foundation. And it's just magical because in Alliance, for example, we just joined forces with the World Happiness Foundation. And the World Happiness Foundation is going to have a lot of things happening within ASPIKA, but they're going to cross over to We Are ASPIKA Foundation with many different programs within the We Are ASPIKA Foundation. So I mean, it's just the educational as well.
Yes. No, I mean, there's just so much there. Can you put all of the links that you've mentioned, your link, all of the links that you've mentioned on the LinkedIn post so people can just click, and also your email, the email address as well. So they've got everything there. They can just click, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Amazing, amazing. And thank you so much, Rita. Is there anything else you want to say before we go?
Gosh. No, thank you for the invitation, and to everyone that's listening. I know we are talking so fast. We were so behind schedule. Yeah. Oh gosh, there's just so much. Just go in there. You're gonna see people from the movie industry. You're gonna see people, doctors, therapists, young adults. Don't give up on your dream. Come to ASPIKA, and we'll try to help you in every which way we can, as well as organizations and all. Thank you again, from the bottom of my heart, Jasmine. You know, I don't like cameras. Cameras for me are like dinosaurs.
You're amazing on the camera. You're such a natural.
Gosh.
You're amazing. I love your energy.
See, that's another disability I have. You know, it's just so stressful for me. But I have voices. See, I have all of these wonderful community behind me, which is all of you doing all of the speaking.
No, thank you so much, Rita. I think you're so inspiring, and yeah, really looking forward to connecting with you again. And thank you everybody for joining. Please get in touch with Rita. Have a look at ASPIKA Talks. There's so much there. I think there's something for everyone, to be honest. But thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you all next week.